We spoke recently about a simple 10-minute brain rule, and the response, it was incredible. And I'll link that below if you want to go deeper after this. So today I want to talk about what aging gracefully actually looks like. And it's not what you think. When you hear the phrase aging gracefully, what do you picture? Someone quiet, slower, stepping aside. Let me challenge that, because aging gracefully doesn't look like shrinking. It looks like something far more powerful, and almost no one talks about it. So when people say age gracefully, what do they really mean? Fewer wrinkles? Staying slim? Looking 45 at 75? That's the image we're sold. But I've come to believe that aging gracefully looks nothing like that. And if you're over 60, you might already know why. So let's look at the cultural myth. Before I tell you what it actually looks like, there's one myth we need to dismantle first, because this myth is the reason so many people fade earlier than they need to. And once you see it, well, you can't unsee it, because we've been conditioned to think that aging gracefully means don't complain, don't show struggle, don't let yourself go, and whatever you do, don't look your age. But that version of grace is performance. It's pressure. It's exhausting and has very little to do with dignity. The myth, that's not grace. That's withdrawal. Grace isn't shrinking. It's choosing your presence deliberately. So what if aging gracefully isn't about appearance at all? What if it's about how you respond to change? Because change is guaranteed. Your body changes. Your roles change. Your friendships change. Your energy changes. Grace isn't pretending those changes don't exist. Grace is adapting without losing yourself. And here's the emotional truth. What aging gracefully actually looks like. It's saying no without guilt. It's letting go of people who drain you. It's choosing comfort over approval. It's accepting help when you need it without feeling weak. It's laughing at yourself. It's forgiving yourself. It's understanding that wisdom doesn't shout, it settles. Now, psychologists at Stanford University have studied emotional regulation in older adults and found something fascinating. In later life, they consistently found that purpose, autonomy, and social engagement are stronger predictors of healthy aging than appearance or passivity. That's aging gracefully. Because as we age, many of us come better at managing emotions, not worse. Less reactive, more selective, more intentional about where we place our energy. And that's not decline. That's refinement. So what aging gracefully isn't? It's not denying health issues, forcing positivity, pretending loss doesn't hurt, competing with younger generations. And it's definitely not disappearing quietly. So let's look at what it actually is. Aging gracefully is taking care of your health, not to look younger, but to stay capable. Investing in relationships that feel safe. Being curious instead of cynical. Sharing your experience without forcing it. Allowing yourself to evolve. Grace is strength without noise. I've met people in their 70s who radiate something you can't fake. It's not youth, it's steadiness. They've stopped trying to prove anything. And that freedom is magnetic. So maybe aging gracefully isn't about slowing down. Maybe it's about shedding what no longer fits. Old expectations, old insecurities, old pressure to impress. And stepping into a version of yourself that feels settled. Not smaller, just clearer. So if aging was simply just about appearance, well, it would fade. But it's about character, and it deepens. And maybe the real goal after 60 isn't to stay young, it's to become unmistakably yourself. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you're new here and want more honest conversations about health, aging, and staying sharp after 60, consider subscribing and share it with a friend that maybe needs to hear this. And if you're already part of this community, thanks for your continued support. I appreciate every one of you. We're not done growing, far from it. I'm Robbie from Living Life from the Lockyer, Life After 60. Remember, old age is a privilege not given to all. So stay curious, stay safe, and be kinder to yourself. I've chosen this conversation for you next, and I think you'll like it. And I'll see you there.